Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and today I'm going to show you how I make rabbit burger patties. When I'm grinding rabbit meat for sausage or burger patties, I will use the large grind. And when we butcher rabbits, we save all of the fat off of the rabbits. There's not a lot, but we save all of the fat off the rabbits until we get about a quart bag full, and for every 5 pounds of ground rabbit meat we put a quart bag of rabbit fat in through the grinder with it, because rabbit meat is so lean. When you're making burgers, if you don't put fat in, you can really risk having very dry meat or burning it very easily. A lot of people will mix it with pork fat, or they'll just mix it with pork or beef that is fattier, but we just like to have rabbit in our rabbit burgers, so most of the time we just save the fat and do it this way. And so a quart baggie of fat to about 5 pounds of rabbit is a good ratio for having moisture patties that don't dry out while you're cooking them. When I'm putting the seasoning together for my burgers, I like to use Lawry seasoned salt. You can use whatever seasoned salt you like. Onion powder, pepper, garlic powder, sea salt, and then I'll also be using tomato sauce. This also is something that helps retain the moisture in the rabbit patties. You don't have to use it if you don't like tomato sauce, or if you're allergic to tomato sauce. Well, I know some people really react badly to tomato sauce, so it doesn't have to be used, but it is just something that I like to add in. You could use an egg for every 2 pounds of rabbit meat instead of the amount of tomato sauce I'm going to have put in here. Alright, so for every 2 pounds of rabbit meat, need a half teaspoon of Lawry seasoned salt, or your choice of seasoned salt. And then a half teaspoon of sea salt as well. Generally, they recommend a half teaspoon of salt for every pound of meat, but because I'm using seasoned salt and salt, I'm doing a half teaspoon of each. I think that's plenty of salt. Even though Lawry's isn't completely salt, there's a lot in it. Okay, half teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix it well. Okay. Next, you'll need 6 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Now, a 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons, so for 6 tablespoons, I am just going to do a 1/4 cup and then another half. So there's my 1/4 cup, and then 1/8 of a cup. And that's just easier than measuring out 6 tablespoons. Okay, put my seasoning in there. And next I need my food scale. Turn it on. Put my bowl on. Zero the weight out. And then measure out 2 pounds. I'll probably just do 1 pound at a time here. All of the big bowls are in the dishwasher today. Okay, and that can go into the mixing bowl. Measure out our 2nd pound. That was empty, so we're okay there. On the bottle that just flew off the table. And there we go, our 2nd pound. Into the mixing bowl. Okay. And get everything all nicely mixed up. And you want the tomato sauce nicely absorbed in there so you can't really tell that there's tomato sauce in there. It'll just all be pink again. Now, like with rabbit sausage, it is really just a lot easier to form these patties and freeze them than to try to do it fresh. Again, rabbit meat really doesn't like to hang together. I don't know, I think it's just softer meat. Somehow, I don't know. It just doesn't hold up quite the same way as beef or pork. Alright, and you want to get your food scale back. Zero it out. Put on your piece of parchment paper or wax paper. Tear it out again. Come on, zero. There we go. And then you want 4 ounces for a 1/4 pound burger. And there we go. And you just want to form your patty. Yeah, that doesn't. I didn't think that felt quite right. Okay. There we go. Felt a little off. There we go. Alright. And I like to put a little dent in the center. Helps with the cooking process. And it goes over onto your parchment lined cookie sheet to be frozen. And then you just repeat until your cookie sheet is full. Alright, my first tray of burger patties is ready to go into the freezer. 1 pound of meat makes 4-ounce burgers, and I probably will end up with at least 2 trays, maybe more. I might have some left over, and then I may make burger patties or I may make more sausage depending on how much is left. Alright, so this is the end result of my burgers. I have grand total of 27 patties, so I was just shy of 7 pounds here of meat, and I've got 12 in each bag, and then these 3 which will go in a quart size biggie, but that's pretty good.